All right, this is going to be a fun assignment, I think. I hope you enjoy it. This is the Introduction to Sociology 2, and we're looking at a reflection and Gapminder assignment, and that will make more sense to you once I explain it to you a bit. And so, since in Sociology 2, we're looking at the bigger perspective about sociology, not just looking at Canada, but we're going to look at the rest of the world too. And so what we're going to do is, the first part is very easy. It's worth 5%, and it's basically a reflection. You know, what's your understanding of the world? If the world is divided up according to income, if there's high income and low income, middle income, developing worlds, or whatever you want to label it, it doesn't matter. There's no right and wrong in this. But what I would like you to do in your consideration when doing your reflection is keep in mind these items down here: income, education, health, and that could be medical, disability or nutrition, or all of them, life expectancy, housing, gender equality, and opportunities that are available for people. So you can get full marks for doing no more than 2 pages, but don't do half a page, you know, between 1.5 and 2 pages. Full marks for expressing your thoughts thoughtfully, genuinely, and a consideration of your own experiences. Now, maybe you've lived in other places of the world. Perhaps you've vacationed in other places of the world. Maybe you've volunteered in other places of the world. So you might have some insight that others don't have. So there's no right and wrong here. Just 2 pages considering these issues, each of them, and have that posted in week 5. Posted in a PDF, so it will be graded. If it's not in a PDF, it won't be graded. Now, PDF, you may not be familiar. In week 1, there's a video on how to make a PDF. Every document that you create in Word or in Pages can be made into a PDF. All right? That's the assignment 1, part 1. Now, the part 2 is going to be some fun. This is just a quick overview of what needs to be done for the first one. Now, part 2, you're going to be asked to do some work. But I'm going to provide you with a link to a website called Gapminder.org. And I'm going to walk you through the website in just a moment. But what you're going to do is you're going to select some countries. Now, I'm going to show you here. To go step by step. There we go. There is I posted in week 1, Countries, Health and Wealth 2016. And essentially, let's see, it's this document here. This has all the countries in the world divided by income level, as in income level 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick 3 countries from 3 different levels. It could be 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3. I don't care. But pick 1 country from each level. That's your first task. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use the site, and I'm going to take you to this site here in a minute. You're going to go to the data link to the Gapminder world on the Gapminder site. You're going to look for what issues do you want to focus on. Income will be given, but education, health issues, life expectancy, housing, gender equality, you can choose. You're going to select from each of these. You're going to be doing is selecting 6 altogether. So you're going to have 3 countries in different incomes, and you're going to be selecting data from these areas right here. And then you're going to visit Dollar Street. All of this is on the same website, and you're going to gather some pictures. So 1 family for each country from a level, so you have 3 families altogether. You're going to have a minimum of 4 pictures per family that sort of highlights these issues here that you've got around medical, disability, or education, housing, gender equality. And you're going to put this together in a document. Now, if you want another place to get data, you can use the WHO website, and I'm fine with you using that. But it's not required. You put it all together. Now, I'm going to walk you through how to do this. But it says here, create a document divided by income, so whatever income groups you're using, identify your countries, provide the links to your visualizations, and I'm going to show you how to make these visualizations or how to access them and how to create a link for me. I'll show you how to do that. And I'll show you how to access the photos. Okay? And then you're going to do a wrap-up reflection. So what I want you to put together in your final piece would be your first reflection. Then you're going to do a second reflection. The second reflection will be basically, now that I've done this assignment and gathered some data, what have I learned that might be different from my first reflection, or what have I, what surprised me that I didn't think, that surprised me, or what didn't I know that I've learned, or what other questions have come to mind that you feel free to explore the experience and the implications on your learning. So save everything as a PDF and post it by week 11. Or sorry, by this date right here. I'm not sure if that's week 11. There's your rubrics. Okay. Now let me show you the website that you're going to use. Oh, maybe it's already there. There we go. Okay, we're on Gapminder website now. That's it there. Now the three places you're going to go is, there's the data. Let's get there. You're going to go to data, Dollar Street, and Gapminder World. Okay, so now you've gone to that first document. You've got your countries and your income levels, so you know the name of your countries. You just have to decide what you're going to do in regards to the different data sets. So go over to the data. I'm just going to go change to, there's the data. Now what you've got here is, we'll scroll down, 519 entries of data. Now let's say you want to look at education. Education, let's spell it right and you get more data. All right, so you find whatever you want to use. Literacy rates for adult females ages 15 and above. All right, so let's say that's the piece of data that I want to use. Now you have some choices when you use Gapminder. You can get an Excel spreadsheet, you can go to Google Docs. This one here represents visualizations, and this is what you have to produce as a link for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to click it. It's going to be building that data set into income on the y-axis, which is at the bottom, and on the x-axis will be the education data. And it's going to list all the countries in a bubble format. Now let's say in terms of the countries that I've chosen Aruba. Now let's scroll down a bit. Let's say I've also done Brazil and Cameroon and Croatia. So we got a lot of higher income. Let's get a few. Let's see, Ethiopia and Haiti. All right, there's the countries that say are the ones that I'm choosing. Now right over here is called your opacity for non-selected. Turn it right down. So all that I'm going to see will be the countries that you've chosen. All right. Now, what we can do, I'm going to see if we have enough data here. No, so there we go. What you're seeing is over time how the countries have changed in their education literacy rates of females. And you can see that in every country, in spite of income, it's been going up. And it's been going up in terms of percentage. That's what you see on the left-hand column, the x-axis. So what I would like you to do is share your graph. You click, and it pulls up a URL. Copy and paste this into your document for each of the visualizations, and then I'll get this same visualization, which is what you produced. Okay? So that's using the data. Now you can search this data for everything that you want based on those issues that I have posted in the document. Now if you want, you can go to Gapminder World. And this is basically the same thing here. Now you can use this here to show you how to use it. Or I've also posted this guide that walks through what each of the things do. So you may want to use this as a way to sort of play with your data to see which ones you want to use and which data sets you want to gather. Because at any time that you find the set of data, I'm going to show you here in a second, there's the life expectancy. If I were to click this little arrow, there we go. All the data you saw in this data set here that we could search are all located on the x-axis. So you could choose to play with Gapminder World to find out what sets of data you want to use. Make sure that you, when you select something, that you turn these down so that your countries stand out, and then share the graph. So once you've collected the data for your countries, created your visualization links, put them in your document, you can come over to Dollar Street. Now Dollar Street will look like this. Now you can take a quick tour, but when you're done, X out of it. And what they've done is they've taken pictures from families all around the world, and they've taken pictures of the same elements: home, washroom, bedrooms, favorite things, teeth, hands, washing, utensils, and all sorts of things like that. Now what you do here is you go to World, search for your countries. If you don't find the country that you've been doing your research on, then find another country that's in the same region and the same income. So for example, we're going to pick Burundi. There we go. And let's go OK. And we've got 3 families all within the same sort of lower income. So whatever family we want, we select. We say, let's go visit their home. And you can do this with every family that's listed here in Dollar Store. And you see toys, cup, cutlery, stove, table and food, vegetables, plate, greens. You see different elements. Now what I want you to do, if you did yours on nutrition as one of the things, then grab this picture, table with food. So if you find a picture, you need a minimum of 4. So you find a picture, you think this is what you want to use, you click download. Now I am on a Mac, so this will download differently than it will on a PC. So I download, it goes up there, it's going to open up for me. There's my picture. This is what I get attached to my document. Just cut and paste it into your document. So your finished product that you hand in to me will be a PDF with your countries by income, what are the topics you're doing, your links to your visualizations that you've gotten from Gapminder, and the pictures associated with those families. That's what you're going to hand in along with your reflection about how, what did you learn over this whole exercise. All right, I hope this has been helpful. You'll find this information in Blackboard for you, and please let me know if you've got questions. All right, thank you everybody, and good luck.